Hello everyone. This is Purushottam Vishwakarma and today I am back with second part of the lesson Lifelines of National Economy. In the first part we studied basically about roadways and now in this part we'll discuss about railways as well as pipelines. So in this video, we are going to talk about railways in India as well as pipelines in India. So stay with me till the end. Let's begin. Railways. Railways are the principal mode of transport for freight and passengers in India. Freight, सामान, सामानों की ढुलाई के लिए और पैसेंजर्स की ढुलाई के लिए मीन्स पैसेंजर ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए railways are the principal mode of transport in India. Railways also make it possible to conduct multifarious activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage, along with transportation of goods over longer distances. इसका इस्तेमाल हम बिजनेस पर्पस पे, पहाड़ियों को दिखाने के लिए, तीर्थ यात्रा के लिए या सामानों की ढुलाई के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं हम. The Indian Railways is the largest public sector undertaking in the country. ये इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग है. The first train streamed off from Mumbai to Thane in 1853, covering a distance of 34 kilometers. So these were the basic things regarding railways in India. Railways in India bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industry and agriculture. The Indian Railway have a very big network of stations, route, fleet and locomotives. Railways. Distribution of network of railways in India is not uniform. The distribution depends on physiographic, economic and administrative factors. Physiographic. If the area is plain, physiography is plain, then it is easy to build, to construct railway line. But if it is hilly region, it is not easy to construct a railway line. Not only that, there are economic factors, money and administrative factors. So these factors are responsible for the distribution of railways in India, where there are three factors available. There is a good network of railways. The northern plains with their vast level land, as I was talking about northern plains, high population density and rich agricultural resources provided the most favorable condition for their growth. In the hilly terrains of the peninsular region, railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps or tunnels. The Himalaya mountainous regions too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines. So it is not easy to construct a railway line in mountainous regions due to high relief, sparse population, population बहुत कम होती है वहाँ पे, इक्का दुक्का लोग रहते हैं, and lack of economic opportunities, और वहाँ पे रेलवे लाइन बिछाने का बहुत फायदा भी नहीं है. Difficult to lay railway lines on the sandy plain of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa and Jharkhand. जंगलों में भी आसान काम नहीं है, स्वैम्पी दलदली क्षेत्र में आसान नहीं है, रेगिस्तान में आसान नहीं है. The contiguous stretch of Sahyadri could be crossed only through gaps of passes. जो सह्याद्री की पहाड़ियां हैं वो निरंतर बढ़ रही हैं. It could be crossed only through gaps or passes. तो इसको हम गैप या दर्रे के बीच से ही पास कर सकते हैं. Some more important facts. The Indian Railway is the largest public sector undertaking in the country. The first train steamed from Mumbai to Thane, as we have discussed, in 1853, covering a distance of 34 kilometers. So the very first train that was run from Mumbai to Thane, covering 34 kilometers, was in 1853. Some more important facts regarding the railway track: broad gauge route kilometer, running track total track kilometer. Broad gauge, that is 1.676 meter. Meter gauge exactly 1 meter. Narrow gauge 0.762 and 0.610 meter. This is the width of two rails. Route kilometer, what is the length? 63,491. Running track 89,521. In kilometer, total track 1,17,560 kilometer. In the same way, narrow gauge you can see. In all, total 68,442, 94,735, and total track 1,23,236. Now we'll talk about the railway network in India. If I show you, these are railway lines. To your screen you can see the railway lines. This is Delhi. From here, Jaipur, Agra, Lucknow, Kanpur, Allahabad, Jhansi, Bhopal, Khatni, Ranchi, Bilaspur, Nagpur. These are attached because of this large network of railway lines. This is only possible. These states, these places, these cities are attached to each other because of a strengthened, large, vast railway network. So this is the importance of railway in India. Konkan Railway, very important railway in India. Advantages: Konkan Railway along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in the most important economic region of India, that is also known as Konkan Coast. What is the problem that it faces? It has also faced a number of problems such as sinking of track in some stretches and land slides. तो कभी कभी क्या होता है कि ट्रैक पानी में डूब जाता है at some stretches, and sometimes there are land slides. Present problems of Indian Railways. What are the problems that Indian Railway face? First of all, traveling without ticket. You know very well, इंडिया में अभी तो बहुत कम हो गया लेकिन मैक्सिमम लोग विदाउट टिकट WT यात्रा करते हैं. थेफ्ट ऑफ रेलवे प्रॉपर्टीज और इंडियंस थेफ्ट ऑफ रेलवे प्रॉपर्टीज, रेलवे का कुछ सामान मिला उठा के ले घर चले गए. डैमेजिंग रेलवे प्रॉपर्टीज, पुलिंग अप चेन्स एंड स्टॉपिंग ऑफ ट्रेन्स, ट्रेन पुलिंग करना, ट्रेन को जगह जगह रोकना. अटैक्स ऑफ टेररिस्ट, टेररिस्ट अटैक होते हैं. बम ब्लास्ट, throwing of passengers out of train over traffic matters. ये चीजें, ये प्रॉब्लम्स हैं इंडियन रेलवेज के द्वारा जो इंडियन रेलवे अभी फेस करता है. ट्रेवलिंग विदाउट टिकट, थेफ्ट ऑफ रेलवे प्रॉपर्टीज, डैमेजिंग रेलवे प्रॉपर्टीज, पुलिंग अप ऑफ चेन्स एंड स्टॉपिंग ऑफ ट्रेन्स, अटैक्स ऑफ terrorist, bomb blast, throwing of passengers out of trains over traffic matters. Now, pipelines in transportation. As I told you, we'll cover two headings, railways and pipelines in this video. So this is the next heading, pipelines. What is the importance of pipeline? Pipeline transport network is a new arrival on the transportation map of India. New arrival in the transportation. Pipelines have become a major means of transport and are used in transporting crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas from the oil and natural gas fields to refineries. So it saves plenty of money. Fertilizer factories and big thermal power generation plants. Three major pipelines in India. What are the three major pipelines in India? Upper Assam oil fields to Kanpur via Guwahati, Barauni and Allahabad. Salaya, Gujarat to Jalandhar, Punjab via Viragam, Mathura, Delhi and Panipat, Haryana. Hazira, Gujarat to Jagdishpur, UP via Bijapur, MP, the longest pipeline in India, that is 1700 km. Mumbai High with Mumbai, Pune. So these are major pipelines in India. We'll further talk about it. Pipeline transport network is a new arrival on the transportation map of India. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories, and big thermal power plants. Solids can also be transported through a pipeline when converted into slurry. जब इसको आप थोड़ा सा स्लरी बना देंगे, थोड़ा सा उसको लिक्विफाई कर देंगे, that can also be transported. The far inland location of refineries like Barauni, Mathura, Panipat and gas-based fertilizer plants could be thought of only because of pipelines. अब ये परिकल्पना अगर है तो क्यों? Because of pipelines. Initial cost of laying pipeline is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. शुरू में तो खर्चे ज़्यादा आते हैं लेकिन बाद में कॉस्ट कम हो जाती है. इट रूल्स आउट ट्रांसशिपमेंट लॉसेस और डिलेज. इससे फ़ायदा क्या होता है? जो ट्रांसशिपमेंट लॉस होता है, रास्ते में ट्रक खड़ा है, सामान पहुंच ही नहीं पा रहा है, वो तरह के लॉस जो हैं वो नहीं होते क्योंकि इसमें ट्रैफिक जैसी कोई समस्या नहीं होती है. There are three important networks of pipeline transportation in the country. We have already discussed about it. From oil field to Upper Assam to Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh via Guwahati, Barauni and Allahabad. It has branches from Barauni to Haldia via Rajband to Maurigram and Guwahati to Siliguri. From Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab via Veergram, Mathura, Delhi and Sonipat. It has branches to connect Koili near Vadodara, Gujarat, Chaksu and other places. Now the third one, Gas pipeline from Hazira in Gujarat connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh. It has branches to Kota in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur, Babrala and other places in Uttar Pradesh. Let's see in the map crude oil and LPG pipelines. If you see some important places like Kandla, Jamnagar, and here, first of all, blue line crude oil pipeline. If you notice here, the blue line in the map, this blue line, crude oil pipeline. At the same way, here are others, LPG pipeline, proposed pipeline, and other pipelines. So this is the importance of pipelines for the welfare or for the development of the country. We are establishing the network of pipeline for the transportation of petroleum products, gas, slurry, and many other things. That's all in this video. Remaining waterways and air transport along with communication in next video. Thanks for watching.